Hello, friends, and welcome to Kurt Berglund's Baseball World. Very happy to be bringing you the return of Pine Tar Baseball to my channel. It's been a while since we've had Pine Tar on my tabletop, and I am ready to go. I found a project. Actually, I got inspired by Earl Shamblin's Tabletop Baseball Plus channel. He did, some time ago, a few years ago, he did a replay of a 13, I believe it was a 13-game winning streak by the 1973 Baltimore Orioles. Well, and he used Pine Tar Baseball to do it. So, I was looking at my 1982 Pine Tar set the other day, and I was thinking to myself, what can I do with this? What can I do with this? And it came to my attention, actually I remembered this from way back in the archives of, there is no off position on the Genius Twitch, my friends. But way back in the archives of my brain, that the 1982 Chicago White Sox, and again, everything's connected, everything comes together, started their season with an 8-game winning streak. Now, the Atlanta Braves in 1982 told the White Sox to hold their beer, and they ran off 13 in a row. So nobody really remembers the White Sox streak of 8 in a row to start the season. But, an impressive streak nonetheless through some pretty good teams. Now, 1982, of course, was the year before the White Sox won the American League Western Division title. But a lot of the names were the same. And they're just emerging as a really good team in 82. So this is going to be fun. We're going to do a replay of those first 8 games and see how we do with Pine Tar. Gonna be tough to replicate that, as Earl found out with the 73 Orioles, but I bet we're gonna get close to 8-0. Now, in 1982, the White Sox had some inclement weather to deal with, and so we have a very, very interesting opening day. We're at Yankee Stadium, and it's a doubleheader. I'm going to divide it up into 2 videos. But it is a doubleheader. It's April 11th, 1982 in New York, in the Bronx. And game 1 of the doubleheader will be Jerry Koosman on the mound for the White Sox against Ron Guidry for the Yankees. So a battle of left-handers in Yankee Stadium. In the description for this video, I'm putting 2 things that are important. One is a link to channel membership. With channel membership, you get access to members-only exclusive videos. You get discounts on the secondary store, and you get a free gift from me every month in the form of PDFs that I create for different cards and dice sims. So it's a great value. Check that out. Also, in case you get inspired, I'm putting the link to the Pine Tar Baseball website. If you have questions about that, please send me an email. ttlbaseballgame.com is where you can order your own Pine Tar stuff. And again, if you have questions, send me an email at berglund.kurt@yahoo.com, and I can help you with that as well. All right, so we're ready to go. We're in the Bronx. Let's get to today's starting lineups for opening day. All right, leading off for the White Sox in center field, it's Ron LaFleur. Batting second at second base, Tony. These are, by the way, my friends, the as-played lineups, because if we don't, heads explode all over this great land of ours. Tony Bernard bats second at second base. Steve Kemp bats third in left field. Batting fourth, Greg Luzinski. The Bull is the DH. Tom Paciorek bats fifth. He's at first base. Carlton Fisk bats sixth. He'll catch. Harold Baines is the right fielder. He'll bat seventh. Jim Morrison bats 8th. He'll play third base. And Bill Allman bats 9th and plays shortstop. On the mound, it's Jerry Koosman. His away grades are a B the first 2 times through the order, and then after that, he's still a B. He's got a maximum innings pitch of 6 and more if he does well. And he, of course, was a veteran left-hander in 1982. For the homestanding Yankees, well, it's Willie Randolph leading off at second base. Jerry Mumphrey bats second and center field. Ken Griffey bats third and right. Dave Winfield bats fourth and left. Dave Revering later was a Blue Jay. That's why his card is colored differently, but he was a Yankee in April. He's at first base batting fifth. Bob Watson turned into an Atlanta Brave later on, but that's why his card looks different. But he's batting sixth. He's the DH. Greg Nettles bats seventh. He's at third. Rick Cerrone bats eighth. He will catch. And batting ninth and playing short, it's Bucky Dent. Ron Guidry is on the mound. He's an A-grade pitcher the first 2 times through the order and remains an A after that. He can give you 7 innings and more if it's going well, and he has strikeout modifiers on 55 and 77. We are ready to go, my friends, with Pine Tar Baseball. Here we go. Ron LaFleur steps in the batter's box. I have my advanced pitcher modifier table. If you'd like your own copy of that, let me know. I've also got a free-to-try copy of the Pine Tar instructions and charts. It's 1 page of charts, both sides. This is what I'm going to be referring to. Let me know if you'd like that. Send me an email at bergman.kurt@yahoo.com. All right, Ron LaFleur in there, and the pitch from Ron Guidry is swung on, and there is a base hit to center field, and we are underway in the Bronx. Ron LaFleur is aboard. And you know what? I think we might send him. He can go twice per series. He's only a 66, though, and I'm looking here. Stolen base chance is 66. Rick Cerrone's throwing arm is a +8. That makes him a 74. I'm not going to send him yet. Going to let Bernazard bat. Ron Guidry the stretch, and the pitch to the White Sox second baseman is hit on the ground to Randolph at second. This is why I should have sent Ron LaFleur. Randolph goes to Bucky Dent for 1, and the relay to Dave Revering is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 4-6-3 double play turned by the Yankees, and now it's Steve Kemp. Guidry kicks and deals. Kemp lifts 1 to right. This is Ken Griffey Sr. under it, and he'll make the catch. 4 out, number 3. The White Sox are done in the first. Here comes Koosman to deal with Randolph, Mumphrey, and Griffey for the Yankees. The windup and the delivery by Jerry Koosman is ball 4. Randolph trots down to first. He might be going. Let's check Carlton Fisk's throwing arm here. Our 1982 set. He is a +1. That makes Randolph a 64. I don't think I'm sending him yet. Here's Mumphrey. Koosman the stretch and the delivery. Hit in the air to right. Harold Baines coming on, and he's got it for out number 1. Retreating to first is Randolph, and Ken Griffey comes to the plate. Koosman and I'm throwing dice all over the room. Here is Koosman's pitch to Griffey. Swung on by Griffey and hit to Pachorik at first. Pachorik gobbles it up, turns and fires to Allman for 1. The relay back to Pachorik is late. Ken Griffey beats the rap at first. Randolph is out 3-6. Griffey safe on the fielder's choice, and here's Dave Winfield. The stretch by Koosman and the delivery to Winfield is hit in the air to center. LaFleur back a few steps, but he's got room and puts it away for out number 3. Go to the second inning. No score in New York. In real life, the White Sox won this one 7-6, and as I mentioned, we are in the first game of a twin bill on opening day. Very, very unusual. Maybe, I would bet, that's the only time that's happened in Yankee history. Luzinski, Paciorek, and Fisk up in the second inning for the White Sox. Guidry kicks and deals. We'll have a modifier check. It's a base hit for Luzinski. Guidry is an A, so let's see what happens. We have a single. No runners are on. Wait a minute. What do we have here? We have the single, no runners, A-grade pitcher, popped up. That is popped up. And into short center. Here comes Jerry Mumphrey, and he's got it for out number one. Tom Paciorek comes to the plate. Wimpy. Fisk is on deck. Guidry kicks and deals. Oh, and this is my 0-4. All right, so we have a 0-4. That's going to be extra bases for Paciorek. It's down into the left center field gap. Winfield cuts it off. Paciorek around first. He's going to cruise into second with a one-out double. And that'll bring up Carlton Fisk. Guidry, the stretch, and the pitch to Fisk is hit in the air to left and deep. Back goes Winfield, warning track, wall, and the Sox lead 2-0, and a bomb from Carlton Fisk. Yikes. That didn't take long. Here's Baines. Guidry kicks and deals. Harold hits it to left. Dying Quail. Here comes Winfield. He's getting his road work in, and there's two away. Now it's Jim Morrison. He's going to try and light the White Sox fire. Here's Guidry. The delivery, and this is going to be a base hit, but we got to do a defense check. All right, so we're rolling. This will be a defense check for the shortstop, Bucky Dent. And I don't believe he is a positive fielder. He is not. He's neutral, so it's going to get by him. Into center field. Jerry Mumphrey collects it, and here's Bill Allman. 2 outs, Morrison at first. Guidry, the stretch, and the delivery to Allman is hit in the air to center. Jerry Mumphrey on the run, and he makes a nice running catch for out number 3. But in the second, the White Sox get 2 runs on 3 hits and leave 1. We go to the bottom of 2, and it's the White Sox 2 and the Yankees nothing. Koosman will face Revering, Watson, and Nettles in the Yankee second. Jerry kicks and deals, and he walks Dave Revering. Second walk allowed by the White Sox left-hander. Bob Watson comes to the plate as the Sox infield moves to double played up. Koosman, the stretch, and the delivery, and there's extra bases for Watson, but Koosman's a B. Let's see what happens. It's going to be a base hit for Watson. Revering speed, so it's cut off in the gap by LaFleur. Revering will stop at second. Yes, and so the Yankees have 2 on with nobody out for Greg Nettles. Rick Cerrone is on deck. Double play depth for Tony La Russa's White Sox. The stretch by Koosman and the delivery. Hey, struck out Nettles on a bender. 1 down. Now it's Cerrone. Good double play target if they can get him to hit it on the ground. Again, dice throwing all over the room. All right, here we go. By the way, I'm reading the 10s as zeros, just so you know, in case you wonder if I've lost my mind, which probably has occurred to you at some juncture. Here's the delivery to Cerrone, and this is going to be a base hit for Cerrone, but we have another modifier check. Runner is in scoring position. It's going to be a fly ball. Here comes LaFleur, and he's going to catch it. For out number 2, holding at second is Revering, and Bucky Dent will come to the plate. Yankees got 2 on in the inning with nobody out and have failed to score. Here's the delivery from Koosman. And it's drilled by Dent. This will score 1. Or will it? Wait a minute. This is a base hit to left. It's a base hit to left. And Revering only goes to third. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Bucky Dent delivers the single, but Revering has to stop at third, and now it's Willie Randolph. Bases are dripping with Yankees, but 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Koosman the stretch and the pitch to Willie. Well, we got ball 2 because first base is occupied, and he's a B pitcher. Koosman the stretch, the next delivery to Randolph. This is going to be hit on the ground. But we have a modifier check. It's hit to Tony Bernazard. And Bernazard is going to flip to Pachorik, and the side is retired. The Yankees leave him loaded, and I know one especially crabby baseball owner who's not going to like that. And I'm not talking about Jerry Reinsdorf and Eddie Einhorn, the White Sox owners in the 1982 season. Talking about the boss, George Steinbrenner. We go to the third. The White Sox 2 and the Yankees nothing. Top of the order coming. LaFleur is up there against Guidry, and he strikes out on a slider. That's Guidry's first strikeout. 1 down in the third. Tony Bernazard up there now. Guidry the stretch and the delivery to Tony. Hit to center. Dying Quail. Coming on is Jerry Mumphrey, and he's got it for out number 2. Steve Kemp now, the new acquisition for the White Sox in 82. Got him for Chet Lemon from the Tigers. The pitch. There's a base hit for Steve Kemp. Goes to center. Mumphrey collects it in right center and throws it back in. Kemp takes a big turn and retreats to first. Here's the ball. Luzinski's 0 for 1. Guidry the stretch and the pitch to him. He struck him out on some high cheese, and that's going to retire the Sox in the third. We go to the bottom of 3, and it's Chicago 2, New York nothing. Koosman will face Dent, Randolph, and Mumphrey. 9-1-2 for the Yankees in the third. Oh, nope, I'm wrong. He'll face Mumphrey, Griffey, and Winfield. 2-3-4. The pitch from Koosman is going to be timeout. You know, it seems like that is something, but I can't remember what it is. So 33 on Mumphrey's card is a strikeout. Koosman gets him with some gas, and there's 2 strikeouts for Koosman on his day. 1 down in the bottom of the third. Ken Griffey is up. Fielder's choice for him in the first. Swung on. This one is swung on and hit to center. Back a few steps is Ron LaFleur, and he's got it for out number 2. Dave Winfield comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Koosman delivers to him, and there's a base hit with a modifier check. And it is instead ball 4. All right, so Winfield trots down to first. With 2 outs, it'll be Revering. He walked in the second. Koosman the stretch. The pitch to Dave Revering is ball 2. Next delivery is hit to right and deep. Down that right field line, it is gone. A 2-run home run for Revering, and we are all tied up at 2. here in the third. He hung a bender to Revering, and Revering lost it for him. The only question was fair or foul, and Revering kept it fair. Here's the delivery to Bob Watson. Fly ball to center, into left center. LaFleur there. He's got it for out number 3. But in the third, the Yankees get 2 on 1 hit, a bomb from Dave Revering. We go to the fourth, and it's ballet time. It's a 2-2 ball game. Pachorik, Fisk, and Baines coming up in the White Sox 4th inning. Ron Guidry kicks and deals. It's a comebacker to Louisiana Lightning. He turns and flips to Dave Revering for out number 1. Carlton Fisk accounted for all the White Sox scoring with a 2-run homer in the second. We're in the fourth. The pitch from Guidry to Fisk is ball 4. Here's Harold Baines, 1 on, 1 out for the White Sox right fielder. Guidry the stretch and the delivery. This is a base hit, but Baines, let's see, we got to check the modifier table. It's gonna be caught by Mumphrey. Retreating back to first is Fisk. Mumphrey's trying to double him up, but the throw is late. Now it's Jim Morrison, 1 for 1. Fisk still at first. Guidry the stretch and the delivery to Morrison. Is another comebacker to Ron Guidry. He turns and throws to Revering, and the White Sox are done in the fourth. We've played 3.5, and your score, the White Sox 2 and the Yankees 2. Nettles, Cerrone, and Dent coming up 7, 8, 9 in the Yankee fourth. Koosman kicks and deals. Going to check the modifier table again. I'm good at that today. Says it's a base hit for Nettles, but no, it's ball 4. Rick Cerrone comes to the plate. Yankees have some options here. Pretty good bunter. Too early. Not going to have him do it. Koosman, the stretch and the delivery to Cerrone is hit to left. Steve Kemp in his tracks makes the catch for out number 1. Retreating to first is Nettles, and here's Bucky Dent. Koosman, the stretch, the pitch to Dent. There's a base hit. This goes to left field, drops in front of Kemp. Nettles will stop at second. There's 2 on with 1 out. And here's Willie Randolph. Chance for the Yankees to take the lead. But they need a clutch hit. Koosman, the stretch, and the pitch to Willie. This is a chopper on the infield. And let's see. Randolph is going to beat it out. Everybody's going to be safe. And the Yankees have loaded the bases again. It was a chopper off Koosman's glove. It rolled toward Allman, and he just stuck it in his pocket because he had no play anywhere. All right, warming up in the bullpen for the White Sox is the big right-hander, Dennis Lamp. But Koosman's immediate problem is the bases loaded and only 1 out here in the bottom of the Koosman fourth. To the belt and the delivery to Jerry Mumphrey, and we're going to have another check. It's a ground ball to Pachorik. The infield is in at the corners. Let's see what Tommy decides to do with it here. So he makes the play. He is going to go home to Fisk for the force out on Nettles. So it's a fielder's choice for Mumphrey. Randolph to second, Dent to third, and Nettles out at the plate 3-2. Here's Griffey with the bases still loaded, but now 2 outs. Koosman the stretch and the delivery is hit in the air to center field. Ron LaFleur pounds the glove, and Jerry Koosman's going to get off the hook one more time. Wowzers. In 2 separate innings, Koosman has had the bases loaded, and the Yankees have failed to score. We go to the 5th, and we're dead even. It's the White Sox 2 and the Yankees 2. Allman, LaFleur, and Bernazard coming up for the White Sox in the top of the 5th. Guidry kicks and deals. Fly ball to center. This is Mumphrey, and that is 1 out. Ron LaFleur up there now. He's 1 for 2. Guidry winds and delivers. Ground ball hit to Dent at short. From the hole, he fires to Revering. They get LaFleur by half a step. There's 2 gone in the top of the 5th, and now Bernazard 0 for 2. Guidry to Bernazard. He walked him. That, for the Yankee left-hander, is the second walk he's allowed today. And they could send Bernazard, but it's not the 7th inning or later, so we're going to wait. Here's Kemp. Guidry the stretch, the pitch to Steve Kemp. And it's an error check. Let's see for whom. It's a 17. This is to first. This is to first base. That's Dave Revering. His error number is a 6. And it is an error. Yeah, it's going to be an E3. There's 2 outs, so Bernazard's going to go to third. Revering really botched that one, and the White Sox have runners at the corners now with Luzinski coming to the plate. White Sox at the corners. Guidry the stretch. He checks the base runners, and the pitch to the bowl is ball 2. Next delivery from Guidry, and there is a base hit, or is it? Caught in center by Mumphrey. Nice running catch, and the White Sox are done in the 5th. He hit a looper, but Jerry Mumphrey got there, and that one retires the side. So we're halfway through this one, and we've decided nothing. It's the White Sox 2 and the Yankees 2. Winfield, Revering, and Watson coming up, 4, 5, 6. In the Yankee 5th, Jerry Koosman deals. And hey, struck out Winfield. He made him look sick. That is strikeout number 3 for the former Met left-hander, and Dave Revering comes to the plate now. Revering accounted for all the Yankee scoring in the bottom of the 3rd with a 2-run homer. The pitch to him. There's a base hit for Revering. It goes to center field. Ron LaFleur collects it. 1 on, 1 out for the Yankees, and here's Bob Watson. Koosman the stretch, the pitch to Watson is a ground ball to Allman at short. Allman is going to go the short way to Bernazard for 1. The relay to Pachorik is late. Bob Watson beats the rap at first. So Revering is out 6-4. Watson safe on a fielder's choice. And with 2 outs now, it's Greg Nettles. Rick Cerrone would be next. Koosman the stretch, and the pitch to Nettles. High, struck him out. That retires the side with Koosman's 4th strikeout. We go to the 6th, and your scores, Chicago 2 and New York 2. We got a good one on game 1 of our doubleheader on opening day. All right, Pachorik, Fisk, and Baines coming up for the White Sox in the 6th. The wind and the delivery by Fisk is a strike 3 swinging. Pachorik goes down. That's the 3rd strikeout for the left-hander. Here's Fisk. He hit a home run in the 2nd. The pitch, ball 4. Guidry didn't want any part of him. Carlton draws his 2nd walk. 1 on, 1 out now in the 6th for Baines. Guidry the stretch. He's 0 for Baines is 0 for 2. It's hit to center. Get to the kitchen. Oh my God, I smell gas. It's a range check. Mumphrey's gonna get there for out number 2. Fisk retreats to first, and now it'll be Morrison. Guidry the stretch. Morrison's 1 for 2. The pitch to him. He struck him out, and that'll retire the White Sox in the 6th. We go to the bottom of 6, and your score is the White Sox 2 and the Yankees 2. All right, Koosman hanging in there. Hasn't been pretty, but he's keeping his team in the game. Koosman delivers to Cerrone, and he walked him. Let's count the walks for Koosman now. He has walked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in 5+ innings. Here's Bucky Dent. The stretch by Koosman and the pitch to Dent. He squares to bunt, and he gets it down. He does get it down. It is bunted to Pachorik, who turns and flips to Bernazard covering first. That'll get Cerrone to second. There is the potential lead run for the Yankees. Randolph at the plate now. He's 1 for 2. The stretch, the delivery to Willie, is a line drive caught by Pachorik. He's been busy. 2 are down now, and Mumphrey comes to the plate. Jerry is 0 for 3. The stretch by Koosman. The delivery is ball 4. He walked him. Walk number 6 for Koosman. 2 are on now with 2 outs, and here's Griffey. Dennis Lamp is throwing quickly in that bullpen, getting himself ready. Winfield would be next. Koosman the stretch and the pitch to him. Ground ball to Bernazard. Tony to his left. Cuts it off from going into right field. Plants and throws to Pachorik for out number 3. That retires New York. Let's count how many they've stranded. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in 6 innings. Yeah, I'd say the boss is fuming up there in the owner's box. We're going to the 7th, and your score is Chicago 2 and New York 2. Going to be Allman, LaFleur, and Bernazard in the White Sox 7th. Guidry kicks and deals to Billy Allman. That's a ground ball, bounce to Revering at first. He's going to take it to the bag, unassisted, for out number 1. Ron LaFleur now. Guidry winds and deals, and LaFleur rips one. This is down that left field line, or is it? Let's see. It's a double with nobody on, and it's going to be a nice play by Winfield to hold LaFleur to a long single. His second hit of the day. Here's Tony Bernazard. And I think they got to send LaFleur now. He is a 66. I checked Cerrone's arm, but I can't remember what I said. Cerrone's arm is a +8. That's a 74. Guidry the stretch, the delivery to Bernazard. Bernazard takes. LaFleur is off to the races. The throw from Cerrone down to Willie Randolph is not in time. Stolen base for Ron LaFleur. He's in scoring position. Bernazard took a strike. Here's the next delivery from Guidry. That's ball 4. There's 2 on, and now the Yankee bullpen gets into action. It's George Frazier and Dave LaRoche, lefty-righty double-barreled action in that Yankee bullpen. Steve Kemp is up there now. Chance to put the Sox in front. Guidry the stretch, the delivery. Swung on by Kemp, hit to second. Randolph's got it. He goes to Dent for 1. The relay to Revering is late. Look at Kemp hustling down the line. Bernazard retired for 6. Going to third is LaFleur. Kemp safe at first. There are White Sox at the corners now with 2 outs for Luzinski. The stretch by Guidry. The delivery to the bowl. is hit to third. Nettles gloves it. He goes the short way to Randolph, and the Sox are done in the 7th. Time to stretch them out in the Bronx. We've decided nothing. The White Sox 2 and the Yankees 2. Kevin Hickey has joined Dennis Lamp in the White Sox bullpen. Koosman is out for inning number 7. The windup in the delivery to Dave Winfield is a ground ball to Bill Allman at short. He charges and throws on the run to Paciorek, and there's one down in the Yankees 7th. Here's Dave Revering, 2 for 2. Koosman winds and deals to the big first baseman, and he struck him out. Dave Revering doesn't like anything with a wrinkle to it. 5 strikeouts for Koosman now. There's 2 gone here in the 7th, and here's Bob Watson. Watson is 1 for 3. Koosman kicks and delivers to him, and it's a ground ball to Paciorek at first. He gloves it to his right, feeds Koosman covering, and that will retire the Yankees in the 7th. We go to the 8th, and it's the White Sox 2 and the Yankees 2. Rich Gossage has replaced George Frazier in the Yankee bullpen. He's getting loose. Dave LaRoche is out there as well, so it's lefty-righty double-barreled action. I believe Clyde King was the Yankee manager in '82. I think that's right. I'm not sure if he was the manager on opening day, though. They may have been going with Bob Lemon. I'm not sure. All right, here's Paciorek, 1 for 3. He's got Fisk and Baines to follow. Guidry kicks and deals, and Paciorek lines a base hit. This is down into the left center field gap. Mumphrey cuts it off, but Paciorek is going to have his second double of the day, leading off the 8th inning. Here's Carlton Fisk. Guidry's leash just got a lot shorter. We're in the 8th, nobody out, 2-2 game. The stretch, the delivery, and it's swung on by Fisk and hit to left. Winfield is there. He's got it for out number 1. Holding at second is Paciorek. Here's Baines. Guidry the stretch and the pitch to Harold. Ball 4, he walked him. 2 are on with 1 man out, and Jim Morrison comes to the plate. I could go to Gossage here. Could go to Gossage, but I'm going to give him one more batter. Morrison the stretch, Guidry the stretch. The pitch to Morrison is a ground ball to Revering. He goes to Dent for 1. Back to Revering for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 3-6-3 double play turn by the Yankees. That gets the Yankees out of trouble in the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th, and your score, White Sox 2 and the Yankees 2. We have a new White Sox pitcher. It's left-hander Kevin Hickey. He's a D-grade pitcher on the road with a walk modifier of 77. He can give you an inning. Nettles, Cerrone, and Dent coming up in the Yankee 8th. 7, 8, 9 hitters. Could hit for Nettles. He does not do well against left-handers by this point in his career. But geez, am I really going to hit for Greg Nettles with Roy Smalley? I don't think so. I really don't think so. All right, here's Hickey, the former softball player, to Nettles. He walks him to lead off the 8th. Now, I might pinch run for Nettles. Let's see. He's a medium base runner, moderate. All right. That will bring up Cerrone. The stretch by Hickey, the pitch to Cerrone. Rick lays down the bunt. It is gloved by Hickey. He looks at second, throws to Bernazard at first. The sacrifice does move Nettles up to second base, and here's Bucky Dent. 2 for 2. Well, let's see who's on the bench here. It might be able to deliver a hit. Dennis Lamp is ready in the White Sox bullpen. The problem is, if you go to Lamp, they've got some left-handed sticks. It's going to be Piniella hitting for Dent. Lou Piniella comes off the bench. He was, in 1982, 612 years old. And he still had a managerial career to do, which made it even more remarkable that he was 612 in 1982. Here is, well, if we go, yeah, I'm sticking with him. I'm sticking with Hickey. Nettles at second. Piniella at the plate. One man out. Hickey, the stretch, the delivery. Is drilled into the right center field. Gap for Piniella, and this is trouble. Nettles scores easily. Look at Sweet Lou around second, heading for third. The relay coming to Jim Morrison is late. Piniella is safe, sliding with a triple. And it's 3-2 Yankees. That's going to do it for Hickey. Finally, Dennis Lamp is going to get the call to face Willie Randolph. Hickey's done after a third of an inning. He walked a man, allowed a hit, gave up a run. All right, with a man on third, the infield is in. Lamp, the stretch, the pitch to Randolph, and this could be, it is, a wild pitch from Lamp, scores run number 4 for the Yankees. It's 4-2 New York. The next delivery, Lamp is a C-grade pitcher on the road with no modifiers. And Randolph hits a comebacker. Dennis Lamp gloves it and flips to Tom Paciorek for out number 2. Jerry Mumphrey's up there now with nobody on. The pitch from Lamp. Swung on and hit to center. Can of corn for Ron LaFleur, but the damage is done in the 8th. The Yankees get 2 runs on 1 hit. They don't leave anybody. After 8 complete, it's the Yankees 4 and the White Sox 2. Changes for the Yankees. Larry Milbourne is the new shortstop, taking over for Bucky Dent, who was pinch hit for in the bottom of the 8th. So Milbourne is the new shortstop. The new pitcher is Rich Goose Gossage. He's an A-plus pitcher at home with strikeout modifiers of 55 to 60 and 77, and he can give you 2 innings if you need him. Bill Allman, Ron LaFleur, and Tony Bernazard are due for Tony La Russa in the top of the 9th, and we're going to get a pinch hitter for Bill Allman. It's going to be Rudy Law to lead off against Nettles. Or against Gossage, sorry, not Nettles. LaFleur is on deck. Gossage rears back and fires. This is a fly ball to center. Jerry Mumphrey under it, and he's got it for out number 1. Here's LaFleur. Ron LaFleur is 2 for 4. Tony Bernazard on deck. The pitch. Swung on by LaFleur and bounced to short. This is Larry Milbourne. He fires to Dave Revering, and there's 2 away. That makes Tony Bernazard the last chance saloon for the White Sox. He's 0 for 2 today. Steve Kemp would be next. Gossage kicks and deals. Bernazard swings and hits it to Randolph at second. Willie gloves it, throws to Revering, and the White Sox will not win 8 in a row to start this replay. The Yankees win Game 1 of the opening day doubleheader, 4-2. Let's give you the totals on this one. For the homestanding and victorious New York Yankees, 4 runs, 6 base hits, and they committed 1 error. The White Sox, 2 runs, 6 hits for them as well, and they committed no errors. Nope. The winning pitcher is Ron Guidry. He is 1-0 on opening day. The loss goes to Kevin Hickey. He is 0-1. Game 2 of the doubleheader is coming up in just a few days. If you like Pine Tar Baseball, want to see more of it, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to check out channel membership and take a trip to the Pine Tar Baseball website, ttlbaseballgame.com. Check out what is there to pick up. And if you have questions, send me an email at berglund.kurt@yahoo.com. Thanks so much for being with me. Game 2 of the doubleheader coming up soon. For now, from the Bronx, your final. The Yankees 4 and the White Sox 2. Have a great evening. So long, everybody.